I have not done this for a hot minute. Now let me just update this sticker because we're not talking about winning the lottery today. We are talking about manifesting in general while I fold the laundry because I love multitasking. Manifesting. We'll call it Manifesting 101. Oh, there we go. And it's very cool how things have been manifesting in my life. So I love to answer questions about that. Plus, if you don't know, I'm blessed with maintaining Helen Hadsel's legacy. And this year, I finally got her final Audible book up and the 4th Spanish edition. I'm working on German, Italian, and French. I have other languages in the works. I've had other people ask about other languages, but there's so much to do. So, and only so much time. And I finally just hired an assistant, which was on my list. So that manifested for me in the right time this year. So I'm very excited to have an assistant helping me. So you're going to start seeing some things from her. And I manifested the perfect travel laptop because I've been using this little Chromebook I have here, which has been great, but it's not extremely powerful. And if I want to go somewhere for more than a week, I need to have the power with me so that I can maintain working and talking to all of you. And I've been so busy, I haven't posted anything since Helen Hadsel's birthday. She would have been 101 this year had she been alive. And last year and this year, I had found she had written some articles with observations on her 83rd birthday. For some reason, she wrote multiple on her 83rd birthday. And I have blogged those. So if you're interested in reading some previously unpublished works of Helen Hadsel, you can head over to her my website, and head over there and read that. Plus, I've been reposting some of her lost articles and some never before published works. So that's what I've been doing there. And I'm hoping to get to see her son this summer and possibly get more of the remains of her business files. So I'm crossing my fingers that that works out this summer, because that would be really cool to share with everybody. But if you have any manifesting questions or law of attraction or questions about Helen, feel free to ask, because I'm happy to answer them. Because I know everybody loves Helen Hadsel. And I'm working on, now this is very exciting, but it's taking me way longer to do it than I thought. I'm working on a PowerPoint presentation that I'm going to do a video on, because there's been something bothering me about all these videos about Helen. They're showing a picture of a young woman all the time when they start. She looks like she's about 13 years old. And they talk about Helen Hadsel and how she grew up and da-da-da. And then they show other pictures of her. Well, that picture never sat right with me because her nose was too wide. And I never saw any pictures of her with those curls. So I finally sent it to Dyke, her son Dyke, and said, "Is this your mom?" I also sent it to her granddaughter. And her granddaughter said, that doesn't look like her, but check with Dyke. So I did. And Dyke said, "Oh, hell no." So I started thinking, who is this woman and why do so many people think it's Helen? So I did some Googling and I discovered that it is a Helen Hadsel, but it's Helen Agnes Hadsel Hall. So she was born a Hadsel. She didn't marry a Hadsel. And she was born in 1912 and died in 1995. Helen was born in 1924, that's why she'd be 101 this year. And she died in 2010. And because I also have pictures of her as a teenager, like at 18. And there's no way she would go looking like that to this. So the problem is somebody doing some research, looking for pictures of Helene, saw the Helen Agnes brackets Hadsel Hall and thought it was her. But the problem is, when you're looking up genealogy and a woman's name is in brackets, that's her maiden name, not her married name. So, and I think Helen Hall was married to a William, and Helene was married to Pat. So it's not the same person. So what I've done is I'm working on a presentation and taking apart these videos talking about Helene and saying what is true and what is not true. Some of it's right, like her spec method. And she actually didn't manifest anything using spec. She used a 3-step method. Never select a goal, never entertain doubts, and you can con yourself in anything, which is basically reprogramming your subconscious mind, which is project it. And never have any doubts is expect it, and set a goal is select it. So because she loved wordplay so much, she took her 3-step method and coined spec: select it, project it, expect it, collect it. Like it's a little rhyme. So she used those techniques. I mean, they're all the same. She just gave them a fun name. So people say, well, what do you mean she didn't manifest using spec? Well, it doesn't matter, because if you look at Esther and Jerry Hicks, it's ask, believe, receive. It's the same thing, right? Neville Goddard, right? Living as if it's already complete, which is basically expect it. You know, they're all the same techniques. It's all the same. There's nothing new under the sun, as they say. So it's a lot of fun just playing with her work and seeing what's out there. So anyway, I'm working on this presentation that I'm going to share a little bit here on TikTok, and it's going to be a full YouTube presentation that I'm going to do, and I'm going to go through. Like one of the other ones got the year she got the house mixed up, right? They said she got it in 68. No, she won it in 65, and it took them a year to build. And this is the part Dyke told me. He said it took a year to build, and they originally projected the prize to be $50,000, and the actual build cost them $80,000 in 1965 for a fully furnished home. Crazy. And I was lucky enough to go see it the last time I was in Texas. Unfortunately, there was a fire, and there's no Formica left in the house. And with the remodel, they made things a little bit bigger and open. Like the small door to the laundry room is now a big open door. Actually, there is a little Formica left. Some of the unburnt Formica was used to level off the foyer to the rest of the house. So then the floor was all just one level. There was no step up. So and the when you see the pictures of the family in the backyard, they had this like concrete like area. When the family that's currently living in it bought the house, it was gone. And when they were doing some landscaping, they had found the concrete broken and I guess buried in the yard. Somebody had just, instead of disposing of it or whatever, or repurposing it, they just buried it under the lawn, which seems kind of weird, but okay. So that's what happened there. Oh, I'm going to move this over a little so I can put my clothes right there. So if you have any questions about Helene or manifesting or law of attraction or books, I've actually been asked several times. Every time people find out I write, everyone says to me, oh, I'd like to write a book, or I'd like to publish a book. So I'm working on a course that'll be available in October called So You Want to Write a Book. Yeah, real catchy title. So You Want to Write a Book. That's what I'm going to call my workshop. So that's what I'm working on. And yeah, I think Helene will be proud that I'm going to bust some of her myths, because it's a little frustrating because everybody uses the picture. The other picture that I find very funny is there's a picture of Helene with short hair and in a dress, and she looks like she's in her 60s. Well, that picture was never really circulated around the internet until I came along, because it was one of the photographs that I found on my initial trip to Texas in 2022. And what I did was I added it to the photo album that I have on Words for Winning. So if you go under Words for Winning and look up Helene, you'll see there's a drop down for a photo album. And every picture that I have found, and some were in terrible condition, like I mean bad, because they were slides and they had degraded. But I scanned them anyway. I paid to have them scanned and digitized so that I could share them. And we're putting it out into the world. So that's what I've done there. And you can go check out those pictures on the website. And you'll see some of the pictures I'm going to be using in this presentation. But there's that one of Helene. So all these people are also adding in that picture of her, which I chuckle at because that's the one I put out into the world of her that I found. And I have some of her other scans. So I'm going to, as the more I find, the more I post. And actually, I just found one the other day because I bought a new travel laptop. So I was cleaning up a lot of files. And I found a new picture of Helene just chilling in her house with her daughter-in-law, Fiona. And it's a great picture. So I posted it on Facebook, on YouTube. I don't post pictures like that here on TikTok because it just seems kind of weird to do that. Like, this is a platform for, you know, video. And yeah, I know you can post pictures, but I just think they do better on other platforms. So I put it on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube posts, not a short, and Instagram. I think I did Instagram too. I can't do the same thing on every channel because what good is that? And if you have any questions about Helene Hadsel manifesting, any laundry tips? I know there's some great creators on here that specialize in different things. But our washer died last year, and I was so happy because I was waiting to get a front loader. So George didn't even ask. He goes, "You want a front loader, don't you?" I'm like, yes. Because you can put bigger things in there. It's so hard with a top load. And I find I can do delicates easier, and I can wash things like or pillows or comforters much easier. So I was really happy. We went and ended up at Costco and got a deal on a washer. It doesn't match the dryer, but I don't care. I'm very happy with my my washer. And but that's actually a form of manifesting, because I had been saying I want a front load for so long. When our washer died, there wasn't even a question of what we were getting. There was no discussion. It was just going to happen. So sometimes things manifest your way because that's what you want. And, you know, it just happened. And you know what? It was a good price too. We got a good deal. We went looking. We didn't just go buy one willy-nilly. We did shop. But I just think it's funny that that's how it came about. I was trying to win one forever because, like Helene, I like to enter giveaways too, and I never won one. I still enter them because you never know. But yeah, crazy that that I didn't win it. That I had to actually go and buy it. To me, that just seems wrong. I did that with my ex. Our TV had died. It was one of those big ones that sat on the ground. It was a projector TV. And it finally bit the dust, and I tried to win one. So we went out without a TV upstairs for like 18 months or so. And finally he said, you haven't won one yet. So he just went out and bought one at Costco again. We love our Costco. And yeah, he just bought one. And that was the end of that. So, I mean, we did have a TV in the basement, so it wasn't like we had zero. I think if we'd had zero, then that would have been a different story. But I tried for so long to manifest, and sometimes stuff doesn't. Sometimes stuff doesn't. Sometimes it's not meant to. You know, I know the story Robert Ohotto tells when he was really young, and he was hanging out with a friend, and they decided to go to the casino for the night, you know, have dinner, gamble a little, have some fun. And they would win a little bit. But his buddy said, yeah, I'm not going to win big at the casino. And Robert was always dreaming that he's, you know, oh, if I won big, I would help humanity kind of thing. And he has helped humanity, but not by winning the lottery. And he said, yeah, if I... his buddy said, yeah, it's not going to serve my purpose in life, so I'm not winning big money because it's going to take me off my path. And Robert was like, wow, that's really profound to know yourself so well that you know that winning a lot of money is going to take you off your path. So, but sometimes money helps you. And it resources you, allowing you to help people and help others, right? For example, I've gotten to the point where I can actually hire an assistant now. And so that's actually circulating money. Someone said it's actually really good to circulate the money because it comes in and it goes out and it's used for things. So now I've hired an assistant, which in turn, well, it helps her immediately. And it helps me, and I'm going to be able to produce more, which in turn, in theory, will help more people. So that's the goal, because I have so many more books and so many more things to do, but I don't have enough hours in the day, because I don't just run this business. I have 2 more. So I have... Words for Winning, which is my publishing company and where I maintain Helene Hadzel's legacy, and Tag Powell's and Judith Powell's, and I know there's more authors coming after that. And I have Contest Queen, where I teach people how to find, organize, enter, and win sweepstakes, contests, and giveaways. And I have Idea Majesty, which is a sweepstakes marketing company, and I always joke that she's sleeping right now because I don't have time to deal with 3 businesses. So I'm just focusing on 2. And with that, and with hiring an assistant, I'm hoping that it's going to free me up to do more. Oh, this poor dress. I think this dress needs ironing. I think she's going to be going back downstairs to be ironed. Don't iron a lot nowadays, but once in a while you have something that needs ironing. Let's see if I've got any matched socks yet. It is so much more fun to fold laundry when I'm doing something like chatting and talking about my favorite things and helping people. Because I always say I help people win sweepstakes and in life. And... like Helene, she's won so much. I have not won a car yet. Haven't won a house. But I have won a lot of trips. I think I might... I don't know how many trips she won, but I think I might have passed Helene with trip wins now that I think about it. Because I've won 23 trips. And I did a whole thing on this because I thought I'd won 25 trips. And I started saying I wanted to win 25 and 25 because I thought I'd won 24 and I wanted to win the 25th. And then I went to update my sheet with all the wins that I've had. And I realized it was number 23. And I was like, oh, that's a bit of a disappointment. And then we were at the event because we won tickets a weekend away at the Kingston Film Festival. And it was their 25th anniversary. And there was signs around saying 25 and 25. And I was like, it took me 2 days at the festival too. Like we were there and I didn't even realize it till the Sunday. And I went, oh my God, I won 25 and 25. Just not the way I thought. So you have to be specific, right? Like I actually manifested what I wanted because I was saying 25 and 25, 25 and 25. And the universe is like, okay, we can do that. And then I won 25 and 25. I went to an event, 25 and 25. It wasn't my 25th trip win in 25, but I went to an event that was 25 and 25. So you have to be, this is what they mean by be specific, because how many socks have gone down the arms of this jacket? I just found 2. Okay, the rest are empty. Yeah, you have to be specific, because look at that. And I did a blog post on it. If you want to go and see the pictures, it's kind of cool to see that I did that. But also, so now I've put it out to the universe. I'm like, okay, I would like to win 2 more trips this year. That would be a coup to win 2 more trips this year. I've done it before, a long time ago. There's years I've won 3 trips. And then there was some gaps. So I have some videos where I show my whole list of wins and where I've won trips to. One of the most fun was the tour. We had a tour of Europe. So we started in London and went to, we were in the Netherlands, Italy, Austria, Switzerland, Germany. Where else did we go? France and home. And actually, by the time we got to France, we were so tired of being on the tour bus that we said, we're not getting back on the bus to go back to London. We are going to spend our own money and buy tickets on the Channel and just meet you back there. And they went, okay, see you later. There was another couple on the trip too. They were done. And we're like, hey, we're getting tickets on the Channel. They're like, that's a good idea. We're like, it's not that expensive. So we just bought tickets, and it was kind of cool because it was a really neat experience going that fast and then going under the Channel. And then, basically I think it's 2.5 hours later, you show up in London. Like, it's kind of crazy, right? Just trying to get across town sometimes with our traffic takes that much time. And here you can go from major European city to major European city. I love that. That was one of the funnest trip wins. Yeah, and we did basically what Helen did. She wanted to be on her 40th birthday. She wanted to be in Paris, sitting in a cafe, drinking wine. And I've done that too, on a trip win. Not the exact same way she did it, but I'm not going to complain about how I did it. And so, yeah, that was really great. I would like to win a trip that goes very far away. I have some bucket list trips, so we'll see. We'll get there. And there's a lot of trips to be won. There's always another trip to be won. And if you have any, I haven't seen any question. Oh, I've seen one hello. I haven't seen a single question. Does anybody have any questions about sweepstakes, contests, manifesting? Yeah, no questions. No questions at all. Besides, hi, Carolyn. Hello back. Oh, May and June. Yeah, I've had an extremely slow. So I started keeping a spreadsheet again this year because I've been lazy and I haven't done it. Which is I was kind of kicking myself because it was a couple of years, like 2022. Oh my God, I won so much stuff and I never tracked it. But then, let's see here. I'm trying to match shades of green with socks. Oh my God, they're so close together. But this year I did. And so April, we only won 2 prizes. One was a coupon, which I need to go use for yogurt. And then the other one was George won a trip, a night out at the hockey game. And that was crazy because I knew he was going to win it because it was, his second name is George. His first name is Stanley. And it was Rogers, like Rogers Stadium. And they were looking for Stanleys to help them cheer on the Stanley Cup. And I'm like, oh my God, you're winning this one. So I entered him. Now anybody could enter, but they had to mail in their entries. And I found it when it was extremely close to the deadline. So I thought, oh, he's winning this one for sure. So I entered him, and he won, of course. And he took a buddy, and they had a good time. It was in a private box, private gold box. And they had food and drink and swag and the tickets. The tickets were almost $400 each, and that didn't include. They said that was worth $1,000. Knowing how much the concessions cost for those boxes, because I used to be an event marketer, I think that's kind of lowballing it. But anyway, so that's what they won. So that's what he won, and that was April. So it was like one tiny prize and one big prize, and then in May, I only won 3 things, and kind of 2 were together. One was $500 cash, which was fun. I did an unboxing on my Contest Queen TikTok where I just went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're saving all that money. Like if I sell something on Facebook Marketplace, or I won some money, or I got some birthday money, I'm just taking all the cash and I've been putting it in the travel wallet, so that eventually we'll have enough. We'll use it for a trip. So that was kind of fun to add the $500 to that. And so that was, and then we won 4 tickets to go to now I don't do movie premieres very often because it's a lot of rigmarole to get downtown Toronto now. Traffic has gotten so bad. When I was doing this 20 years ago, it wasn't a problem, but the city's gotten big and the traffic's just gotten horrendous. So I really, 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 really have to want to go to the premiere. So I won 4 tickets to go see the premiere of Mission Impossible. So it was, I think, on the Wednesday. I think it was a Wednesday, and it opened the Friday. So we saw it 2 days before it opened. So that was fun. And there was a contest to win some swag, but we entered, but we didn't win that. But that was just for people there. Like you had to be there and then take a picture and then use the hashtag, and they only told you that. So it was only like 50 entries. We still didn't win. But that's all I won in May. In June, we just won 4 tickets to go see 3 Days Grace on a night we're busy. So I had to email them and turn down it. And I still count it as a win, but I let them know that we can't come, please draw another winner, because sometimes plans change. I've been tracking since July. Each month I've had $800 worth of prizes until this last May. Oh my God, that's fantastic. That is fantastic. Oh my gosh. Yeah, sometimes it gets slow, but then you know what can happen? It can turn around and you can win like a $10,000 trip. Like, you know what I mean? Like it could be like, boom. So just keep going, because you never know when that big one's going to hit. I've only won 1 trip several years ago. I wasn't even to sweeping then. Oh, is that what triggered you to sweeping? I have to know. And I started off with 1 trip. My first trip I won was 2000 and... No. It was 1991. We won it in 90. My mom won it. I had entered her into this contest at the mall. Yeah, my mom won it. I entered her. It was like, and then we won it at Christmas, and then we went in March of 1991. So that was the first trip we went on that we won. It was a trip to Barbados. It was amazing. And then I wasn't doing it. I didn't win another trip until I want to say 2004, because I started entering as a hobby in 2001, and it took me like 3 years to win a trip. Nope, didn't trigger me. Still had no idea about this community. Used to be a big couponer. Oh, I suck at couponing. Yeah, it's really funny. People are like, oh, you must save so much money. I'm like, no. Half the time, coupons go, become invalid in my wallet. Okay. Now, somebody posted a comment here, and I'm not going to say the word because I don't want TikTok to ban me, because I've had that banned before. But that's not the way to manifest it. So if you have an anti-WAR protest, you're focusing on the WAR. What you want to focus on is if you want to have a pro-peace protest, not even a protest, a pro-peace, sit-in, a march, a focus, a meditation. You want to focus on the end result you want to see, because what you focus on expands. So if you're focusing on the WAR, that's what you're going to end up manifesting. And they've done studies where if people meditate or all pray, they have shifted energy. I don't have the exact, I've seen too many people that have located the studies. So what you want to do is you want to see it whole and healed, and just focus on that. And if everybody focused on the end result, which is whole and healed, the amount of energy that people could direct would shift everything. But right now, everyone's focused on, oh my gosh, there's WAR. And it's not doing anything. Everyone's like, well, why isn't it healing? Because you're not focusing on the right thing. Oh, she says, I have to change my crystals more regularly. You don't have to change them. You have to charge them. Oh, you did say charge. Oh my gosh. The font on this app is so small, and these reading glasses only work so well. Yes, you do have to charge them more regularly. But I've been always lucky since couponing. It's not worth it anymore. I switched to entering. Yeah, it's a fun. Yeah, and you know what? Sometimes, like, that's the other thing that I'm really happy that I hired an assistant, because I have been so busy. Like, I'm working on the accounting this week just because I have to catch it up and get it to the accountant. So after this, I'm going to go finish up another month and get that spreadsheet sorted. But with having an assistant, I'm going to be able to enter more sweepstakes more regularly, because you can't win if you don't enter. Where have I heard that before? So anyway, focus on the end result of whatever you want. Oh, hi, Dane. I see Dane. It's so fun. Yeah, I know you. I know you too. I know I'm wearing my Words for Winning hat today, because the other night, 2 nights ago, I saw Dane in our virtual contest club meeting. We have a contest club meeting. I used to have, well, actually, I'm trying to get the band back together, as they say. We used to have a club here in the city that I lived in, and we had people from the cities around. And once a month, we would meet at a local coffee shop and bring our laptops and sit and sweepstakes and have coffee and chat and catch up and cheer each other on. And sometimes, like, you know, if someone won a whole stack of coupons, they'd share with the group, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. We'd have a barbecue once a year. We'd have a Christmas party. You know, we would just get together and do things. And COVID hit, and that was it. And I had been using Zoom to teach for 3 years before that happened, because it's, you know, it's a great program. So what I did was I thought, well, I'm already paying for it. Why don't I use it to get people together? So I started hosting these virtual club meetings. Well, it was fantastic because there's actually only so many clubs out there, and there's a lot of cities where there are no clubs. So even if a sweeper wanted to meet other sweepers, there was no place for them to do it. So the virtual contest club meeting turned out to be fantastic. So I have people from all over 2 countries, sometimes 3, depends on the meeting. And we get to do that. And what's really cool is I host a sweepstakes masterclass every month, and anyone in the world can enter. And I ended up having 5 countries at the last one. We had Canada, US, Mexico, Colombia, and Australia. It was so cool to have all those people from all over the world. And because of that, now in the summer, I only do evenings because everybody's busy on the weekends. But once the fall comes back, like in September, I'm going to host some sweepstakes masterclasses on a weekend. Same with the virtual contest club meetings. During the summer, they're only during the week. And we had a fella join us from Germany the other night. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning for him. We're like, go to bed by the time the thing finished. But I told him we will have some weekend ones, so it'll be like early evening. But in the summer, it's, you know, if I do stuff on the weekends, no one can come because everybody's busy with stuff on the weekends in the summer. Yeah, it is. It's a lot of fun. Most people don't get my obsession. Oh, I do. Hey, have you signed up for my masterclass? I give away a spot. Every month. So it started off years ago. I started giving away a one-on-one, and every month I'd host this contest, and one person would win a one-on-one with me. And I would walk them through all their sweepstakes hurdles, and we'd help them win. Oh, hear my audio quality. Well, that's because I'm wearing a mic. Zoom, I just use my, what do you call it? Who makes the Yeti? I have the Yeti. However, I don't necessarily think my I'm having a brain hiccup. I don't necessarily think my soundboard in my laptop is working very well. It's a Realtek, and the headset part doesn't work right now. But apparently their drivers are wonky. So I don't know. I'll have to try and fix that. But I bought a new laptop for traveling, so maybe the next time I do a live stream, I will try the new laptop to test it, because my goal is to like go live somewhere warm for 3 months and have like my entire setup that's big and bulky replicated in something small and travel sized. So maybe my next live stream, my next class or whatever, I'll try it on that and see if it's better, because we'll give it a test run. That's a good idea. Thanks, Dane. I'll give it a test run and see how it works comparatively. Yeah, you have to come, Sheena. Go and enter. It's on the, I think it's the 25th of this month. I don't remember. I sat down with my assistant, Susan, and we actually mapped out all the classes, all the virtual Conscious Club meetings, all the prizes, everything, till February. So I have all those dates on my event calendars, and I actually had to change one, which is so funny. So, let's see. Oh, I'll find the entrance form. Yeah, go to contestqueen.com, and if you scroll down just a little bit, it's right off the homepage, or click CQ giveaways, and it's right at the top of that. It'll be the latest one. And you can win more than once. Like if you win this month, you can also win next month. Like I don't stop people from winning more than once. And then basically I ask people, just make sure you bring all your questions. So every class is different because whoever wins has different questions. And we talk about different things. And sometimes we go way over time. Because we get talking and chatting and having a good time. So it becomes like a little bit of a party. Because once contesters get together, that's it. It's so fun. Oh yeah, maybe I should do one on manifestation. Oh, Dane says, I've been on hiatus. I've really been struggling with my pain level. Oh, that's terrible. We're going to send you healing vibes, focusing on seeing you fine. I was just talking about seeing everything in the end result, right? So we want to see you healthy and well and happy. So that's what we're going to I'm going to send you that energy today. So that would be good. Also, focus that on yourself. I know it's not easy when you're in it. Believe me, I've been there. But that's what we got to get you focusing on. Helen always said that in her books, right? Whenever she was in pain, she said it was, she would focus the energy from hurting, hurting, hurting to healing, healing, healing. So, yeah, we can do that. Now, right now I have 3 classes on manifesting. One is for money. One is for like Helen's methods to go and dive deeper. But another thing I want to do with Helen's stuff is I want to do a workbook, but I haven't had the time for that. And actually Susan had that idea ages ago for me. And I'm like, yeah, that's a fantastic idea. I haven't had the time. So it's kind of on the list of things to do, is a workbook. I want to call it, I was thinking we should call it Pathway Maneuvers for Wishcraft, like a pathway to prizes, or how to win in life and sweepstakes, something like that. I don't know, but the same as the name it and claim it game, right? Because a lot of people struggle, because she was a master at weaving her lessons into stories. So sometimes she would teach a lesson on manifesting, but you don't even realize it because it's in a story and you might not catch it. And so Helen was really good at that. And, oh, that's where I am at the unending to-do list. Oh, and I just have it for 3 businesses. One is, like I said, she's asleep. But the other 2, like I'm working on Contest Queen to redo the website. So I might have a new logo. I'm finishing up prizes everywhere, which is much further behind than I still want. But it's moving forward like at a glacial pace. And then I need to do the audio version of Money and You, because I got to book the studio time for that. And I'm going to hire an actor to do that, to do the male voice. And then I've got to work on the German edition of Name It and Claim It. And I've got like so many books. It's crazy. I've got so many books I need to publish. And I'm working on more audio series. I've got one ready to go. I'm working on my webmaster. And he's like, oh, can you work on the others too? And I'm like, sure, I'll just add that to the list. Even though it's already on the list, but it just seems to be like more urgent. I have a guy on here who's a voice actor. Yeah, I need a guy that's local. So I have a guy because he has to come into my studio and do it. Because I'll be working with him because anything that Tag wrote, he would speak, but anything I wrote, I would speak. So we might actually be doing it together. So I need to like that. Yeah, I love Pathway to Prizes. It's a good, because of course, follow the path, right? And maybe a manifesting journal. It would kind of also be a manifesting journal, but I think other people have done it. I mean, I've seen them at Dollarama. You know, like, okay, so the laundry's done. Oh, I just have the big sheet left. Very sad. The Hudson Bay closed here in Canada. And I went and bought a bunch of new sheets. And this is a comforter cover. Oh, it's gorgeous though. It is so soft. It is 700 thread count. And would normally be out of my budget, but not when they were going out of business. Sadly. But yeah, super soft. Nothing like great sheets. So I'm going to wind it up for now because it's almost 10 o'clock here and I'm exhausted. And I'm getting my car detailed tomorrow because it's the last step in getting it road trip ready for my trip to Arkansas and Texas and possibly Tennessee. We'll see what happens. But in the meantime, yeah, I've gotten the car. I've got new tires. So I had a tune-up and I got new tires. And then I had crown rust proofing. Then I had to wait for that to sit for like a week, too. And then I can, I'm getting it detailed. So it's going to be sparkling clean. Oh, Sheena, DM me. And we'll see, because if the guy that I'm trying to get isn't available, because this project's so long in the tooth, we'll see. But I'm at the end of the laundry. So the living room is, we can see the floor again from the big pile of laundry I had. But yeah, we'll zip this shut and put it in the closet until next time. Oh my gosh, it is huge. And I just left it to last when I'm doing the live stream, because if I stand up to try and fold it, you can't see me. It's queen. It's supposed to be queen. It was so big. I wonder if there's a tag in it. There should be somewhere. Here, let's see if it says queen. It's Gluckstein Home, 100% cotton, wash separate, made in India, Q1-22. I'm going to guess the Q means queen. But funny, it doesn't say queen or king here. But I'm going to guess the Q means queen. And then this was bigger than we thought. So then I went back before they closed and bought a queen double. It was supposed to be a bit smaller, but it's still bigger. Oh, Dane says I'm about to quit my real job. Well, yeah, you got to find something you can, if you can't deal with it, then yeah, I've quit jobs before. Yeah, sometimes you're just like I would wake up and my stomach I'd be in so much pain because I couldn't face going in. When I quit, I was so much happier. It was so much better. So yes, here's to an incredible future. Oh yeah, there's so many doors that can open. You'd never know. And then also you don't know what you're going to win. What if you won 10 grand to carry you over till you got a job? You got to enter those sweepstakes. Okay, so bye for now. And thanks for the manifesting and laundry chat. And, oh, Tickfinity. And then your 5 minutes to do for this evening. Yeah, manifesting techniques and prizes. Is that? Oh, no. I thought that was Al. You know what? I'm starting to think that's actually AI. Oh, my God, my reading glasses. Is AI giving the tips while it's listening in? That's kind of creepy. Actually, I shut it off in our Facebook group. I have a Good Vibrations Facebook group because people like to share what they won, but they get the stink eye from everybody. And you don't want that energy. Yes, AI is getting stranger. No kidding. So it was kind of trolling the group. And then it would like read all the things and post something and say, here are the top 5 posts this week. And here's what we talked about. And what was your thing? It was trying to get engagement. I'm like, that is creepy. So I went and I deleted all the ones I could find. And then I went and figured out how to shut it off so it won't do it anymore. And then Facebook's giving you things like, oh, you don't want to? No, you're creepy. Go away. I don't like it. So, yeah, that's just, and it's not a real, like the whole point of the group is human interaction, not random stuff that some computer just sucked and regurgitated and spewed out. That's not how this works, especially not in that group. That group is designed for sweepstakers to cheer each other on. Because a lot of times, if you win a lot and you post it, I used to get, oh, you're so lucky you win everything. Well, first of all, I don't, and I enter a heck of a lot. Like I work at it, I pretty much earn it. And then I get people going, oh, you win so much, tell me how you do it. And then I would list all the steps, just like Helen did, like all the steps. And everyone's like, well, that's so much work. I don't want to do that. Well, then you're not going to win. That's how I win. I do all the steps you don't want to do. So, and that's what Helen did. They entered. They would fill out hundreds of entries as a family for giveaways. So, of course, she'd win because she was putting in the effort. That's how it works. It's not rocket science. Anyway, I will catch everyone later, and good night. Oh, where's the off button here? Okay, here we go.